This is a collaboration with Fabulously 50-something and Beyond Hosting. And I'll leave the other participants in the links below, and they'll be showing their cookies, whether it be homemade. For today's cookie, I'm going to use another package mix. It is Betty Crocker's Oatmeal Chocolate Chip Cookie Mix. I got this from Kroger for $1.99 on sale. It says it's 90 calories a cookie, but it's going to depend on the size. 10 grams total sugar. See what it says on the back here. Heat oven, and then they have, depending on the size of cookies and the type of pan. I have an aluminum pan. I'm going to go ahead and go for $3.75 on this. Using a different pan today because I have the parchment paper that you pull up, and it's smaller overall. Then I can't control the size, so I just decided to use a smaller pan. You need 1 egg, stick of butter, and I'm going to the mix. I'm going to also add some creamy peanut butter. You wouldn't have to, but I like the peanut butter flavor. So between 1/4 and 1/2 cup. I'm just going to dip some out. Makes it more interesting that way. It'll be a surprise. On the margarine, you want it to be softened. So just leave it out on the counter for like 2 hours, and that'll usually do it. You don't want it too melty. There's the egg, and now I'm going to add the peanut butter. This is the mix right here. And then I'm going to mix it all together. Here is the amount of peanut butter that I scooped out, between 1/4, 1/2, maybe 1/3, I don't know. And this was a new jar of creamy peanut butter. So again, you can measure it out, but I never do. On the instructions, it just says mix until a dough forms, and then you're going to spoon it out onto the cookie sheet. It says 2.5 inches apart. Hi, Dave. I know you think because I'm in the kitchen it's time to eat, but it's not. It's not time for Dave to eat. Do you understand? This is what it looks like when it's mixed together. I'm going to recommend a larger bowl if you're going to try to use a mixer. I ended up just using this spatula to mix it all together because it started going everywhere. Now I have a big mess to clean up. But gonna move on from there. I do want to say when I went to the grocery store, I priced out ingredients, and this at $1.99 was actually cheaper than buying the ingredients and making myself, because I'm just making smaller batches. Now, if you cooked cookies on a regular basis and made them on a regular basis, you know, buying the sugar and the flour and all the ingredients would be cheaper. But the only time I cook cookies and such is on holidays. So for me, it's not, the stuff might go bad before I use it, so it's not really worth it most of the time to buy those kind of things. But I will be doing a few homemade, or at least one homemade cookie in the bunch. Usually to measure out the cookie that I'm put down, I use a tablespoon. I'm going to use a soup spoon in this case. That looks about right. And then going to put them all down. This is how many cookies I could fit on this cookie sheet. Going to put it in the oven for 11 minutes. Set 11 to 13 on the package. And these are the cookies out of the oven. Now, they're not going to win any awards for beauty, but they do taste delicious. And here's the cookies after they've cooled off a little bit. They're about the size of my hand. Oh, this one looks a little brown. I guess I'm going to have to eat it. Don't want to serve any rejects here. Thank you for stopping by. Please be sure to check out the other participants and have a wonderful day.